And next we have Michael Phillips, looking at the collaborative effort to decrease pressure injuries in the NICU. So nice of this director to run in 4 minutes before
That's how I roll.
Thank you, everyone. Like Natalie said, I'm Mike Phillips. I'm the neonatal pediatric coordinator for Langston General Penn Medicine. And the poster that we put together today was looking at, we had an issue in our NICU. Our issue was skin injuries. We didn't know if we were doing good or bad. So what we decided to do is take a look at the national data and see what it shows us. There's one article from the Journal of Neonatal Nursing that is very, very well written. It shows that about 30 to 60% of every admission coming into NICU has some type of injury. They had 77 injuries out of 241 babies. So we looked at ours, and ours was a little bit larger of a collection. We had 812 babies, and we had 15 injuries total. 9 of those injuries were respiratory related. And out of the other study, the Neonatal Nursing Journal of Nursing study, they had about 15% were respiratory related. So obviously we're a bunch of perfectionists in the NICU. Everything has to be perfect. We want it to work the way we want it to work. So what we decided to do is look at our systems. We had 4 ways of delivering CPAP, 4 different products. So we eliminated all but one of them. And we were using the Fisher & Paykel Flexi Trunk for that system. And then we looked at also our training. We went and trained every 90+ nurse at the bedside, trained all of our 22 respiratory therapists that are trained in our NICU, and we looked at how that influenced us. We also looked at the research and showed using a barrier device would be beneficial. So we went ahead and instituted a barrier device called Septo-H. Great product. We found that actually our incidence of skin breakdown went up by using that barrier device. Reason was, it was not the device itself, but I'm not blaming any nurses in the room or RTs, but it was a deviation from our standard screening and our standard way that we look at that skin and assess that skin. So what they would do, instead of taking the sticker back and looking every 3 hours like we would normally, they would do it at 6 hours, remove it, and all of a sudden they have a huge pressure injury. So nice thing about at the end of all the retraining and everything, we were able to bring our skin breakdown rates to less than 2% for total for the NICU and 1.3% for respiratory related devices. And not that what we're doing is the perfect thing, it works for us, but being masters of one, working collaboratively with the wonderful nursing counterparts that we have, and also looking together, working together. There's 4 sets of eyes on that little nose instead of 1 set of eyes. Make sure everything is sized correctly, prongs are sized properly, masks are properly sized, and we were able to decrease that. And I'm really proud to say, and that's not included in our study, but since January of 2019, we've had 1 skin injury in our NICU and 0 respiratory related injuries in our NICU. And we've had over 480 babies admitted so far this year. Anybody have any questions?
When you were keeping track of your number of skin injuries and then comparing it to the average in the Journal of Neonatal Nursing, were you looking at all stages of pressure injuries, including deep tissue injuries and stage 1? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
It was anything that would have gotten put into an event report. And I will admit our NICU is over the top on event reports. As far as you get redness, there's an event report filled out. So their manager has a list on a normally daily basis, which is a good thing, because then we catch problems and we're able to make changes and make improvements. Thank you for your question.
So what are your next steps?
Our next step is, right now we're just doing a monitoring phase. It may not be perfect, but we're going to address any issues that come up. And continuously look, as you guys see from the vendor hall, there's constantly new stuff coming out. And there may be something better. We can at least entertain it. It may not be perfect for us, but it may be. We don't know.
So what I heard you say is you guys are carrying this up.
Matt would love that.
Matt would love that.
We've had a lot of questions with the other groups, but I encourage everybody, the abstracts were accepted for a reason, because they were great work. We want to see that follow through and have other people be able to learn from what you did well, include some of the negative things in your manuscripts, because people can also learn from your mistakes to not have to go through the same ones again. I think we get into a rut of only wanting to publish really, really good things, but publishing mistakes is also a very important part of the process. so including some of the lessons learned,